If you have ever found yourself staring at your bank account balance a few days before payday, feeling that sudden pit of anxiety in your stomach because an unexpected bill or emergency expense just landed, you are definitely not alone. When cash gets tight, cash advance apps like Cleo often pop up on your feed promising fast money with no credit checks. But then the frustration sets in when you download the app, sign up, and discover you were denied or only qualified for a tiny fraction of what you actually needed. Why does this happen, and what does Cleo actually look at when determining whether you qualify for a cash advance? Understanding how Cleo evaluates your eligibility is the absolute best way to avoid surprise rejections, clear up common misconceptions, and make sure you actually qualify when you need quick funding. Cleo is an AI-driven personal finance app that provides interest-free cash advances ranging from $20 up to $250, with first-time users typically qualifying for somewhere between $20 and $100. Unlike traditional payday loans or personal bank loans, Cleo does not perform a hard or soft credit check, and they do not charge APR interest or late fees. However, because they do not look at your credit score, Cleo relies heavily on an automated algorithm that analyzes your connected bank account to assess risk. To start with the fundamental baseline requirements, you must be at least 18 years old, reside in a U.S. state where cash advances are offered, and have a valid social security number, birth date, and residential address. You also need an active, supported checking account that you can connect to the app through a secure service like Plaid. Prepaid debit cards, savings accounts, and certain digital wallet accounts without standard checking features will generally not work for advance approvals. Once your bank account is linked, Cleo's AI algorithm scans your financial history over the preceding 90 days. This is where most people get caught off guard because simply having an open bank account is not enough on its own. The primary requirement Cleo checks is consistent income activity. You do not necessarily need a traditional W-2 paycheck or direct deposit from a single employer, which makes Cleo appealing to freelancers, gig workers, and side hustlers. However, you must show a reliable, recurring flow of deposits coming into your account over a sustained period. If your income is completely erratic or you go weeks without incoming funds, the system will flag your profile as high risk. Beyond income, Cleo evaluates your overall spending behavior, daily account balance, and banking health. If your account routinely sits in the negative or if you frequently incur overdraft fees, cash advance requests are often denied. The algorithm looks for a buffer of cash in your account to ensure that taking an advance will not instantly push you into overdraft when repayment comes around. Additionally, if your account shows a high volume of cash-out transfers, missed bill payments, or returned items, Cleo's system may view that as a financial stability issue. Another crucial layer to keep in mind is the subscription model. To unlock cash advances natively within the app interface, Cleo requires users to sign up for one of its paid subscription tiers, such as Cleo Plus at $5.99 per month, or Cleo Credit Builder at $14.99 per month. A very common point of fear and confusion among users is paying for a subscription only to discover they still do not qualify for an advance. It is important to know that subscribing does not guarantee approval. The monthly fee gives you access to premium budgeting tools and the ability to request an advance, but approval remains subject to the automated account audit. If you prefer not to pay a subscription fee, legal regulations allow you to request a cash advance without a paid tier by contacting Cleo's customer support team directly, though this route requires manual review. When it comes to receiving your money, Cleo offers 2 delivery speeds. Standard transfer takes roughly 3 to 4 business days and carries no extra fee. If you need funds immediately to cover an urgent emergency, Cleo offers an express transfer option that delivers cash within minutes for an express fee ranging between $3.99 and $14.99, depending on the advance amount. Repayment is automatically scheduled on your next predicted payday or within 3 to 14 days. Cleo does offer flexibility to move your repayment date if you need extra breathing room without penalizing your standing. If you are currently facing a rejection or want to maximize your chances of getting approved, there are several practical steps you can take right now. First, ensure that the bank account you connect to Cleo is your primary account where all your earnings and main transactions land, rather than a secondary account with minimal activity. Second, maintain a small positive balance in your account for at least 2 to 3 weeks before requesting an advance, while avoiding overdrafts. Third, keep your banking activity stable by minimizing consecutive cash withdrawals and keeping your subscription payments active and on time. Finally, start small and build a positive track record. Successfully repaying your initial small advance on time builds trust with Cleo's system, gradually unlocking higher advance limits up to the $250 maximum over time. By knowing exactly what Cleo looks for before you apply, you can manage your short-term cash flow with confidence and avoid unnecessary setbacks.